Welcome. I hope this read finds you in good spirits and good health. We're going to see what messages want to come out. Anything you need to know is down below in the description. This is a timeless general collective read. Many storylines that may be going on here. If you want a private read, the link is in the description. Your like and subscribe are appreciated. And let's get into it. We got the monk on the table. Reflective, staying to yourself, finding your inner peace, finding peace, period. Then we have the chase. These two like to come out together. Chase is devotion and faith. So you're probably going through some religious, spiritual stuff. And then you have the giver, the angel. Hopefully this angel is on good behavior today. He seems to like to have a real stern look on his face, and I kind of associate him with the fallen angel, with light bearer. But we'll see what he has to give today. On the bottom is the explorer again. Okay, let's see what we're going to get into. Switch it up. Knight of Cups, wanting to offer some love. Chivalry. Might be drama. Let's see what else comes out. That's what's on your heart right now, offering love to someone. I'll take it. Seven of Swords, strategy. I'm not going to necessarily take it as a negative just yet, but that's some covert movement. So you wanted to move silently in your offer of love. The Hermit. Virgo on the board. So you might be at a conflict with yourself, wanting to seek out a relationship or to offer your love to someone, but having a foundation in staying to yourself. The monk is also evident of that. Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. Interesting. That's your foundation. Nothing serious. A small offer of love. But then you also have this this pentacle. This is money, project, business. Work and love life is your foundation. Mixing the two. Ten of Swords in your recent past. You've been hurt, betrayed. Which kind of, I can see why you'd be moving covertly with strategy if you've kind of dealing with being betrayed. Nine of Wands, how you looking at things is you are the wounded warrior, kind of protecting your peace. Protecting a pathway into what you've kind of situated for yourself. Guarded. Okay. What's in the near future? Near future, return from the past. This might be what you're offering your cup of love to, return from the past. But this right here. This Page of Pentacles is good news and new beginnings and the financial opportunities, but this is on top of the Page of Cups. Something returning from the past, an old friend, an old love, a past life situation. We'll get more out of it. What is King of Cups is how you see yourself. This might be for a masculine energy. or a woman in their masculine energy, loving individual. Got a lot to offer. Nurturing, paternal, fatherly. Okay. In tune with his emotions. Hopes and fears. Hope and fear, a Queen of Pentacles, huh? You want the lady with the money and you're scared of her? All right, we're going to keep it moving. What's in your environment? Because this Seven of Swords is a direct reaction to something that's going on around you. The Emperor. Someone that's controlling. So this could be for masculine or feminine, really. Take it where it fits. The Emperor can be controlling, dominant. Not the same kind of loving energy as the King of Cups. King of Cups is more fatherly. The Emperor is like, this is the way it is. Emperor is like the law. Strict. Protective. So you got Aries, Virgo on the board. Okay, let's find out what the outcome is looking like. What's the outcome? So we got faith, dedication, isolation, and giving. So that angel is looking on the bright side today, because it looks like somebody wants to give their love someplace they've been before, it seems. What's the outcome? Ooh, I'm not taking all those cards. Go right back. What's the outcome? I don't see any more cards for business. This Emperor could mean business. Somebody is real protected. What's the outcome? Tell me. Doesn't want to come out. The Empress. Look at that. The Emperor and the Empress have hit the board. Okay. And then on the bottom you have celebration, family, friends. Okay, so let's get into this. This is interesting. You got the Emperor and the Empress. So this is for two people, and it could be, how I'm seeing it is from two different sides. I'm seeing it from a masculine. It's almost like two people going through similar situations, but from two different perspectives. And I'm especially seeing that you have the Emperor and the Empress. The Emperor is in the environment, which is giving me the messages for whoever the Empress is. This is interesting. I would say that this relationship, it doesn't look like it's a relationship yet, or an interaction. This is a lot of isolation here and a lot of desire. I want to offer love. But you got this Emperor is facing somebody that's guarded and has strategy. It is strategizing how to deal with this Emperor. But the outcome is the Empress. That's so interesting. And you have it on the top, you have the Queen of Pentacles and King of Cups. If you look at this square, she's slow moving. He's emotional. Interesting. And there's hurt. There's hurt here. There's betrayal here. Let's find out. So what, the Empress is also Taurus on the board? Taurus, Aries, and Virgo. Okay, tell me what this Knight of Cups is. It's really interesting. A lot of defensiveness here. Tell me what this Knight of Cups is. You know what I'm going to do? Tell me what this Knight of Cups is. There we go. Justice. Offering of love is fair. An offering of love is fair and balanced. It's what's right. Somebody's feeling that way. Tell me what this Seven of Swords is. I'm not even going to harp on that. Tell me what the Seven of Swords is. What is this strategy? What is this sneakiness? It's almost like covertly offering patience. I guess whoever this is being patient, which is why there's strategy. They're thinking of things through before anything happens or they make any moves. But they want to offer love. They think that's the fair thing, that's the right thing to do. Tell me about this Hermit. Scorpio on the board. This is a slow change. It's a slow process to move out of this monk, this hermit mode, to be more involved in someone or other things or things outside of themselves. They stuck in themselves. Whoever this is feeling this, that wants to offer love, that's being patient and being smart about it, right? They're in a slow process of coming out of this hibernation, this isolation. It's slow for them. And they're in this position because of this betrayal in the past. Tell me about this Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups. This is interesting. This is like love work vibes. Tell me what it is. I don't know how to feel about that. Because the moon reverse is like darkness and hidden enemies. It's kind of ominous. And then you have the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Pentacles is not conservative. It's like he's wasting his pentacles. He's not smart about his money. And that's a hidden danger. The hidden danger is that there is a masculine energy about this. This is the foundation. See, this is making me feel like this is a masculine read. What this Emperor is I don't know. That's a good question. But this is making me feel like this is a masculine read. And whoever this is, they're not spending their money properly, which is virtually dangerous. They're wasteful in some way, but they want to move forward in some kind of business opportunity and in love. This is business, and this is good news business, and this is love. This is like new love. But this is also kind of like the idea of love. There's a naivety in it here, and there's an inexperience in this opportunity. Really, I would say immature. And then you have this King of Pentacles. And what's really interesting is that there's another pair on the board. There's two pairs on the board. You have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is reversed, which means King of Pentacles is not doing something right, or his money's not right for whatever reasons, which is kind of a hazard. It's a red flag. I'm going to keep it moving. Let's get to the bottom of it. And this is the foundation, which makes me feel like this is for a masculine energy. Somebody where their foundation is wrapped up in love and in money, but they're not being mature. They're probably not being mature about either of the two. They have a very immature perspective or immature way of going about it, because this is the foundation. Let's go to the past. Ten of Swords. What is this about? What is this betrayal? Probably was too trusting looking at this. Too trusting. Too idealist. Idealizing. King of Wands. This just kind of makes it flip. This could go any... I'm getting two different stories. I'm getting a masculine story, and I'm getting a feminine story. And in the masculine narrative, this is a good man that was betrayed, right? But in the feminine story, which has the same kind of center, there's too much trust put on somebody that's immature and being betrayed by somebody that they thought was honest, or that appears to be honest with good intentions, but some kind of way was betrayed, but not bothered by it. I always look at this Ten of Swords as like I'm getting fucked, but I'm not bothered. I'm good. But it's still there. That pain is still there. And she's not getting stabbed in the back. She's getting stabbed in the side. It's interesting. So in a feminine narrative, there's a King of Wands that hurt somebody in the past. Right? In the masculine story, this very well could have been a man with a King of Wands perspective that was either hurt or hurt somebody. Okay, let's keep it moving. What is this Nine of Wands? What is this wounded warrior protecting their space? I'm not going to take that one. I'll take these two. Queen of Pentacles again. Look at that. What does that mean? You got the Queen of Pentacles twice out here. Being in tune with nature. Clearing out obstacles. That's how whoever this read is for is looking at things. That's how they protect themselves, by clearing out the obstacles and healing being in tune with nature. Very secure, abundant. Got the Chariot on the board. That's Cancer energy. Moving forward, protecting oneself. So you've got the Nine of Wands. It's the Wounded Warrior. So, moving forward, but protecting oneself, especially how you look at things, because it seems the level of immaturity could be internal too. So this is looking at things from a more mature standpoint and still keeping a loving heart, still offering love, even though there's been some sort of betrayal, either having betrayed somebody or being betrayed. I'm going to leave that open. I'm not going to pull any more cards for that. Actually, let me pull one more card. Tell me about this King of Wands, Ten of Swords. Tell me more. Some sort of conflict, some sort of, that's Aries. That's Aries again. A lot of strong energy. That's like a real, that's a change. And it's not completely sudden. It's almost like you saw it coming, but were still surprised by it. King of Wands betrayal. To switch things up. Either the King of Wands is being betrayed or doing the betraying. This is like a real, so far, because like, look at this. You got the King of Pentacles as a foundation and the Queen of Pentacles as the, this is saying a lot too. This is saying something about this dynamic. Because the masculine in this dynamic, let's say this is a couple. Let's say this is two people that want to be in a relationship. They're in a relationship, right? The masculine is reversed here. When you're looking at it, how you see things in the foundation. The foundation with the masculine is no bueno. There's red flags. There's immaturity, right? But then the outlook, and this could go for either party, but this is like the dynamic between the two people. The outlook, how they're looking at things, and let's say this is from a feminine perspective, is there's a level of maturity, clearing out obstacles, but you're wounded. You've learned from your conflict, your fights, and you're protecting your peace, right? And you got the Queen of Pentacles in both, right next to each other. This King of Wands too can be a player sometimes. All right, well, we're going to keep it pressing. Tell me about the Six of Cups. What's coming back from the past? What, who, what, where, when, what's coming, what's returning from the past and the future? Back to the future? Not so guarded. See that Nine of Wands shifted to not being so guarded? Tell me more. What is this? Whatever's coming from the past is not going to have their walls up. Not going to be keeping shit out. And their success. Got the double sixes out here, huh? Their success in not being so guarded, in something returning from the past. A friend, an ex. definitely has something to do with all the rest of this here. What's this King of Cups? King of Cups is how you're looking at yourself, whoever's listening to this read. Looking at yourself as a loving person, nurturing person. Tell me more. Emotional. Oh, Five of Pentacles. Well, at least it's not upside down. Five of Pentacles is like a new opportunity. Not being left in the cold. A level of security, learning to gain security. Could be a new job. Could be something given. And it could be finding a key to something. Give me another one for this. How you're seeing yourself is changing. King of Cups to the Queen of Wands. Another pair on the board. You got the King of Wands and then the Queen of Wands. This really shifts. Whomever this is for, there is a real duality and back and forth between masculine and feminine energy. And this could go for either a man or a woman, a masculine energy or a feminine energy. It's almost like there's a balancing out of those two polarities within oneself. Because so far now you got 1, 2, 3 pairs on the board. 3. I don't think I've seen that. Got 3 pairs on the board. The only thing that's not out here is the swords. The pair of swords. You got cups, you got pentacles. No, you don't have the pair of cups. So there's two pairs missing. There's cups and then there's we got wands. We got pentacles. We don't have swords. Yeah, there's some kind of balancing going on. Maybe a level of trying to gain perspective from a different point of view than your own. Because this is how you're looking at yourself. The Queen of Wands is really fiery, very passionate. It's like fire and water. So that so there's a need to. The King of Cups is like to give love, and the Queen of Wands is like to receive passion. And there's something is being figured out between those two dynamics within oneself. Or there's a balancing out that's probably the key to balance that out. To move forward with a new perspective to kind of balance out what is that receiving of passion and giving of love. Because you got the King of Cups here and then you still have this Knight of Cups. Similar motivation from a very emotional and loving perspective. Whereas the Wands, they're not focused on love. Okay. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles, hopes and fears. You know, it's another interesting thing. You got 2, 3 queens. She's all the queens. Then you have this emperor. This is so fascinating. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of feminine energy on this board, too. There's more feminine energy on this board than there is masculine energy. King, king. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. No, that's not right. That's not true. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's just as many. There's a lot of balance. This is a balancing act here. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. Hopes and fears. Hope for security, but you're afraid of security. Afraid to go down a rabbit hole. Security may be a rabbit hole for somebody. It's something that they want. Something that they're afraid of as well. Ace of Wands reverse. Afraid of failure. Afraid of failing to be stable. And that goes with this King of Pentacles. And this immaturity down here. It's almost like not wanting to grow up. What is this Emperor in the environment? Focused with direction. Waiting. This level of patience going on here. And planning. What's really interesting is that this is patient. And this is like being strategic, right? And this is planning and being patient. Looking forward to the future with some stability in the environment. If this is like two people, like they're moving, it looks like a dance. One person leads, the other person follows, and it seems to be shifting back and forth. A lot of duality out here. But there's a win in the future. This is really nice, though. This Two of Wands softens the rigidity of this Emperor. And this Two of Wands and this Emperor kind of... It makes me feel like whoever this person is very aware of what they need to work on. Okay, let's close this out. What is this Empress? Empress is the final. What is this Empress? Queen of Swords. We don't have the King of Swords out here. Empress is the Queen of Swords. So, Queen of Swords, I always think about like a feminine energy popping off at the mouth. Sometimes very smart and intelligent, but can often say really cutting things. So if this is for a feminine, if this is a read for a feminine energy, because it could go either which way, it is how this culminates for a feminine is to be in their self-worth and their value, and to really be very clear about that in expressing themselves and making it clear. You got the Sun card, that's Leo energy out here, and it's in reverse. I'd never look at the Sun card as being anything but a happy card, but there's a level of this is a damper when it's reverse. It's like you're happy but you're not happy. So if this is for feminine energy, you're happy that you have your self-worth and you're able to express yourself and express what you need and all that good stuff. and that makes you happy, but in some respects it makes you unhappy. And if this is for a masculine, this is what you're getting. You're getting a feminine energy that values themselves and holds themselves in high esteem and knows how to speak up for themselves and speak the truth. And that makes you happy, but it makes you happy and unhappy at the same time. It's like you're getting what you want, but then, and I think this falls back on this security. There may be this person, if it's a feminine, may make other people feel insecure, and if it's a masculine, this is what you want, this is what you'll get, but it may make you feel insecure. Your foundation is insecure, but you're the emperor, so you're planning. So if this is for a masculine, you're planning. You know what needs to be worked on, what needs to be fixed in your planning. If this is for a feminine, there's a masculine outside of yourself that's planning while you're planning and being patient. This is a pretty decent read. It's very honest and is a level of balance. I think that what should be kept in mind is the act of giving of devotion, giving of faith, and also a level of being able to self-reflect and balance yourself out individually. Okay, that's beautiful. Let's get some advice moving forward. That's a really nice read. That's a very interesting dynamic. Definitely two people going back and forth. Two people kind of wanting to work at something. Whether that's a relationship or not, it's not really that clear. But it's definitely a dynamic between two people that looks like it's leveling out. And looks like it'll end up being in the future successful. Because in the future, it's a return to the past, a return from the past. And that's love right there, right? Not being guarded, which we see up here. That wounded warrior seems to have healed. That change in that self-reflection, right? With success. That's a good look. Okay, pull a card for advice. Transformation. The butterfly. Change is necessary for growth. With every transformation, you are evolving into your best self. Allow yourself to flow and grow freely. I hope that helps somebody.